Going on, everybody? 7 o'clock, part of the Las Vegas Fantasy Football Conference, going down Labor Day weekend, and welcome to another episode of Fantasy Football Safe Space. I'm accompanied with my brother from another mother, Brother Fox. How are you, King?
Hey, I'm always blessed, always blessed. I'm glad to be back for another week.
There it is. There it is. Shout out to the Fantasy Shot Callers. They give us this platform to do what we do so well. Shout out to Streamlabs. Before we get into all the fantasy scores, the love, hate, the cry, the laughter, the joy, the pain, Brother Fox, how can the good folks take care of us?
First off, I want to give a shout out to my boy Big E. He's not here with us today. We're missing one of our staples here,
Yeah.
but he should be back next week. But as KO mentioned, you guys could always give us that HBO special. If you don't know what the HBO special is, it's the Help a Brother Out special. So help some brothers out. Hit that like button, subscribe. It truly goes a long way.
It does. It does. Who performed well for you?
For me, first off, Justin Herbert, thank you, brother. It's been a few weeks. It was a few weeks where he was hurting me. He was hurting me, man. He had a fantastic game, 4 touchdowns, and I want to say he put up a 40 burger for me.
So I got Dak at 37.8.
Let me see here.
You have to look it up and let me know.
It might
I
have
got
been
Dak as the highest quarterback.
So in my fantasy league, he had
unless you got
40.
Some type of crazy scoring.
He had 40.42. So I think he got a little extra. He got some bonus points for hitting over like milestones for I believe it's yards.
Got you. Hey man, I know he had you stressing. Was it last week before last? Maybe last 2 weeks.
Yeah, him. So in one league, I have Justin Herbert, who has been struggling. In the other league, I had Lamar Jackson, and I wanted to throw hands with both of them for a few weeks.
Right.
But I feel like, this week they finally sustained. It feels good. Feels good. Looks like I'm getting W's in both my leagues.
Well, I think the greatest beneficiary of Herbert was Keenan Allen with the 40.5.
Facts.
Turning back the clock. Now we know he's powder blue. We always know he's powder blue. He's listed as questionable now. He's probably getting tested.
Right.
But man, it seems like the older receivers are really getting it done. I mean, Adams is struggling a little bit with the quarterback inconsistencies, but Diggs is getting it done. Mike Evans is still balling, getting it done. All wide receiver ones.
Yeah.
Well, except for Adams.
Mike Evans is he's trying to get a contract for next year. He's in the same situation like Brandon Ayuk. He's trying to ball out as an audition tape for the rest of the league. I think Keenan Allen, he sees the light at the end of the tunnel, and I feel like he's playing right now for his legacy. The other day, he hit over 10,000 yards as a receiver, and you got to think, how many quarterbacks has he gone through? How many injuries has he gone through? And to still have over 10,000 yards, which is in rare territory. Fantastic.
No, it's impressive considering the injuries that he's had, because he was really, really injured
his first few years
part of his career.
Yeah, he was hurt coming out of college from Berkeley. Yeah, that's why he dropped to the third round. He would have been a first round draft pick, but no one could agree on his health status.
Best Cal Bear receiver, better than D-Jack?
Yes, better than D-Jack. Career-wise, yes. Best Cal Bear total? No. That would have to
you got Rodgers, you even got Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
That's a great debate, for another time.
Mm-hmm.
We also got Brandon Cooks, unfamiliar face in the building. 32.3. No one saw that coming. No one saw that coming.
With the double teams coming every week on CeeDee Lamb, it's like someone else. I think this whole offseason, everyone questioned who was going to step up for the Cowboys. And they had Turpin in there and Cooks, and throughout the year, still it only seemed like CD was putting up numbers. But I guarantee you, it's sad to say, but Brandon Cooks put up 30 points. But who actually had him in the lineup? Unless you had a barring a catastrophe at wide receiver, you're not going to play Brandon Cooks.
True. Amon Ra, a familiar face. I still regret in Vegas not taking him, and it still hurts. But he had 30.5, man. He's been really, really consistent. He always has the injury issues or concerns. Albert, what's up, brother? Hopefully you're doing well. We appreciate you. Let us know who hurt you and who did well for you.
You know, with Amon Ra, I'm gonna be honest with you. Coming into the offseason, I didn't believe the hype. You know, like I thought it was. Hey, I thought the Lions are gonna lion. I didn't respect his talent. But the kid is legit. The kid is legit. He's a hard worker. Late round draft pick. Hey, they got themselves a steal, a major league steal there in Detroit.
Yeah, they did. They did. The Sun God, what was that USC he came out of?
Yeah, USC.
You know, and those guys haven't really panned out over the years. You know, Juju, Mike Williams, was that Dwayne Jarrett?
Yeah, Dwayne Jarrett, Robert Woods.
Yeah,
the list goes on.
Bobby Trees has been okay.
Yeah, Mike Williams from back in the day.
Yeah. So good for St. Brown, good for Detroit. You still owe me sushi for our Detroit bet. They didn't make the playoffs last year.
True.
I'm gonna hold you to it. At least barbecue, at least Momo's in the market. Bare minimum.
Facts. I absolutely owe you. Ty still owes me the Waffle House challenge. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. He still owes it. And I will collect.
We get it all done in the same sitting. Justin Herbert, I see on the list as number 7 for Fantasy Pros, 28.4 in a more traditional setting. Another guy who has been balling this year, really helping me in my best ball league, Brian Robinson's big hat himself, 27.7 mini min.
Facts. The fact that he can catch the ball at the backfield and that Eric Bieniemy offense, relies so heavily on when you go through your progressions to have that safety valve at the running back position.
Right.
It's wonderful. He looks fantastic.
Sam Howell, I think he was leading the NFL in passing yards going into Week 10.
Yeah.
So, hey, shout out to Eric Bieniemy, man. Put some respect on his name, Playboy.
Yeah, for real.
He did turn down several opportunities, but no one wants to go to the Houston Texans. He wanted to go to a team where he wasn't going to have to start from scratch and get a 2-year run and then get ran out. Get this guy legit chance now.
For real. I'm gonna be honest with you. I hope and pray
Chargers
that neither the Charger. I hope he doesn't take the Charger job, and I hope as hell he don't take the Raider job. Because with those weapons and the Raiders even have a decent offensive line, especially with the threat of the run. That play action pass would be, oh man, bro.
I'd be afraid to see him and Herbert paired up and still have, I guess, what you have left in Allen, to see what you have in Q1. And then Mike Williams is Mike Williams. Whenever he's available, he's the 50-50 jump ball demon. But when he's not, he's just never healthy. That's the issue. We
got to think, this is probably their last year with Austin Eckler. As much as they want to resign him, eventually the contract that comes with being, the highest paid quarterback in the league, you have to make sacrifices. You have to make sacrifices. And Justin Herbert, unlike other teams, like Joe Burrow got his contract done ahead of time. Never mind. They were in the same draft class. So I guess that they still have another year of paying Herbert pennies. But in a year and a half, it's like the Chargers goes up each year. That price goes up to 40-something, 50-something million. And it's how do you restructure your team? They better hope to hell that Allen retires by then.
I mean, someone's gonna have to take a pay cut, or they're gonna have to cut the nickel and dime. Maybe find a shifty running back in the 3rd round, 2nd round in the draft.
True.
I mean, at least running back is the easiest position, in my opinion, to replace in the NFL.
But I think Austin Eckler is only making $4 million this year, so cutting Austin Eckler doesn't solve the problem.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you're gonna have to let him go regardless because he wants more.
Exactly.
Yeah, and when he's healthy, he's balling. He probably still, but with this market, he probably still only gets 8-9 million. I don't see him getting double digit.
Franchise tag is 10. So, what do you do if you're the Chargers? Like they have given Herbert a litany of weapons throughout this first few years of his career. It's sad, but it's extremely similar to Phillip Rivers.
Right.
Phillip Rivers had a shit ton of talent with LaDainian, and even on the defensive side with Sean Merriman and at his prime Antonio Gates. They
had Jammer.
Yeah, Quentin Jammer. Hell, what's the kid? What's the DB with hella kids?
Cromartie.
They had Cromartie there as well.
The DB with hella kids.
Bro, he got like 13 of them, bro. They asked him, and he couldn't remember. What was it? It was Hard Knocks with the Jets. They asked him to name all of his children, and he got to about 9, and he was struggling, bro.
I think in that Hard Knocks vid clip, I think he had 3 kids that were 3 years old, like at the same time. He was on. He did his thing with the Pats. He did his thing with the Chargers and with the Jets. Shout out to that king, man. Hopefully he's well.
Facts.
Let's take it over to IG real quick. Since we're not getting a whole lot over here. Let's go live.
See what I can do here.
See if you can pull up. And then we can talk about some of these other teams and some of these other scores. Let's go live.
Close some stuff in the background.
Let me know when you're ready. I'm gonna hop in there.
Yeah.
What's going on, IG Live? We're currently on the YouTube channel as well. Come join us on YouTube. You're going to have to mute it real quick.
My bad.
No, you good. Come join us, man. Let us know who hurt you. It's Fantasy Football Safe Space. I got Brother Fox in with me. Good energy. We talking about Dak now. Just coming on strong. Straight up monster. Never thought I'd say Dakota and monster in the same sentence, but here it is, man. He's doing well. I think he had 37. What's going on, Pro Football Spectacular? Hope you're doing well, man. Thanks for joining us. Who hurt you?
I don't see the live.
Who did well for you? Who shut you down? Who didn't do well for you? Let us know. If you're able to let us know in the chat. They don't even say that you are online, brother.
I see it now. I'm back. I'm here now.
So we got Brother Fox joining us real quick. We're gonna wrap up Safe Space on IG as well as YouTube. So we got them both running. If you guys have any questions, feel free to hit us up on YouTube as well. Dak, man, is it a fluke? He's just been coming on strong these last 3 weeks, especially these last 3 weeks.
What it is with Dak is it's the same old, bro. It's Dak, not even just Dak, but the Dallas Cowboys in general. They beat up on competition that they should beat up. If you're a bad team, if you're below a 500 team, the Dallas Cowboys are going to come in and kick your ass. They're going to kick your ass. But when they play against upper tier competition, where the mistakes. So Dallas isn't the type of football team that will necessarily blow you out the water. So I'm getting some reverb from you.
I got everything on mute and got it low.
But they're not the type of team that will necessarily blow out their opponent. So with that said, when they play against upper echelon teams, and when it comes to like turnover margins and being able to make those big plays at the end of games, they just can't do it. Yeah. They just can't do it. They have to play their style of football in order for them to beat you. They need to, be able to get that run game going, to set up the play action pass to CeeDee Lamb. And when that doesn't go right, and you have to have a quarterback who is able to make, an exception and make some big plays to actually move your team down the field, it just doesn't happen. And this is no shade to them.
Versus Philly, I think he was QB1 last week, and he's QB1 this week.
He was good against Philly until he wasn't. He was good against Philly until that last drive.
I hear what you're saying. Like that wasn't the best version of Philly, but
Mhm.
it's not his job to play against the best version of Philly. It's his job to be the best version of himself.
Yeah,
I
I agree.
I'm happy I got him. I tried to move him. I tried to trade him. I tried to package him with. I got Laporta and I have Hawkinson,
Mhm.
and I just couldn't get anything, or I just kept getting disrespected on the trades. And thankfully, the fantasy guys are finally looking
Hey.
out for your boy Seven Hawkinson.
Hawkinson has been killing.
Yeah, dude, Dobbs made McBride. Dobbs made McBride. So what did you think he was going to do with Hawk? Especially
Yeah,
now that Jettis is back, Addison's on the other side, and you can't double team him.
yeah.
You know,
It's going to be interesting to
does
see
Minnesota have a
where do
does
they have a quarterback
Minnesota have a
controversy?
QB controversy already?
Well, Kirk Cousins is not in the contract for next year,
That's what I'm
and
saying. Like they don't have to bring him back.
they don't. If Josh Hobbs plays well, and I hope the brother does, because he's been on
Mm-hmm.
4 teams in the last year. I think he deserves to come back. Hell, I think what he's done so far is enough to say he deserves a second contract, at least as a backup.
Bare minimum as a backup. Someone, I mean, I guess Rodgers is coming back, but I could see him maybe not getting Geno money, but at least give him something. Give him a 2-year, 3-year, maybe throw 15 million at him. He hasn't made a lot of money as a professional, and if he's got to realize it's not going to get any better than this. You're in a pass happy offense. You've got the best receiver in the game. You probably got the best rookie receiver in the game. You've got a top 3 tight end. I think Hawk
Mm-hmm.
is a top 3.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Andrews and Kelsey, right? I mean, he's obviously 2A or 2B, in my opinion.
Facts.
Why not? Why not? Get your bread, brother. So good for him. And he has that little kind of Josh Allen rushing ability. It's not like Lamar, Kyler, or Hurts, but they also don't get hurt like those three
Facts.
quarterbacks.
Now I saw something that was comparing. They were asking the question: is Josh Hobbs the second best quarterback in the 2017 draft? Now that draft was Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, what's his name, Trubisky, Josh Dobbs, and there's one other kid in the second round who was okay. But people are saying, like, when it comes to Deshaun Watson, sure, he's led 3 teams to the playoffs. And I do feel like this man gets disrespected tremendously. Obviously, what he did was what he did.
Right.
But I still feel like he's clearly the second best. But I saw a meme talking about how Josh Dobbs potentially could be the second best quarterback in that draft.
Maybe he's the second best this year, but as a career, if he was the second best, he wouldn't have been on 4 teams. What you said, 4 teams in the last year?
Yeah.
I'll give him better than Trubisky because I feel like right now he's performing better than Trubisky ever had. You know, Trubisky might be had 2
Trubisky made a Pro Bowl
per year.
Trubisky made one. Yeah, he made one Pro Bowl, and the last Bear quarterback to do that was 1989, bro.
I take the Pro Bowl with a grain of salt, respectfully.
True. We don't know who missed out.
Yeah, Mac Jones made a Pro Bowl.
True. Is Mac Jones like what is up with Mac Jones? Is Mac Jones a starting quarterback in 2024?
No, he's not. And I'll say this: you got to stop getting these Ken Dorsey quarterbacks that are surrounded with so much talent. You're looking at Young in Carolina. You're looking at Mac Jones. You got all these first-round receivers surrounded by these quarterbacks, and then all of a sudden the quarterback gets to the NFL and people are asking, what's going on? What's happening? No, he doesn't have Judy. He doesn't have Smith. He doesn't have Waddle. He doesn't have Ruggs. You know?
True.
Tua seems to be the only one that was legit out of all of them. A.J. McCarron wasn't that guy. Who was there before him? There was another quarterback. I think the one that first Saban.
Most Alabama quarterbacks are terrible. Most of them are god awful.
No, we knew he was a game manager when he was coming into the NFL, and he can't even do that because they're not even in a position. They're not good enough for him to manage the game.
True, very, very true. You know, it makes you think though, because the same was kind of said in regards to C.J. Stroud. You know, he had a litany of talented people from, JSN to what's the kid in Wilson?
Harrison Jr.
Yeah, Olave. It's just he had a ton of talent around him, And people were questioning his aptitude coming into the league. And this man has 15 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, and over 2,500 yards passing in his first 7 or 8 games in the league.
Right.
It's hard. I feel for these GMs and scouts. It's like what can is true to say about a player? Like, sure, you might see that he puts up a shit ton of touchdowns in college, but like, how do you know if that's going to actually correlate to the NFL?
I feel you. Not everything translates. You try to go off size, measurable. Combine can only show you so much. Hell, even film can only show you so much. Is he a leader or is he not a leader in that locker room? That only time will tell. Yeah. Did you make any trades before the deadline? Let's talk about it.
Bro, I tried. When I tell you I fucking tried, I tried. Yeah. It got so bad I posted that meme online. It had gotten I had sent out 4 or 5 different requests over the span of a week. And like there were a couple of trades that I thought were not even favorable for me. But I was trying to get rid, like being honest, I was trying to get rid of Ramondre Stevenson and I was trying to get rid of Madison, and it just seemed like nobody was buyers. Nobody was buyers. And then I'd asked him, hey, present a counteroffer. What do you need? Help me. And they just, like, half the time they wouldn't respond. It was just, it was so bad.
Hey, the disrespect is real, because I tried to trade Hockenson and Nico Collins. Now, this is before Collins was ruled out. I don't even think he was listed as questionable. He was listed as questionable on Thursday. Mm-hmm. Hockenson, tied into Collins, the wide receiver 15, for Tony Pollard, the running back 18. And I can't even get a counter. I can't get a decline. Yeah. I had another brother whose name should not be mentioned, but he's a Travis Kelce owner. Started Geno Smith. Also started Chuba Hubbard because you don't have no running backs. Offered Najee, Dak, and Hockenson for Kelce. Nope. And Kelce was on a bye. Hey,
it's tough though. Like, Kelce is, as much as he had a couple of down weeks, had a bad week against the Broncos, and then last week he didn't really do much either. And it's kind of, people are kind of scared and a little nervous in regards to Kelce, but we know he's still the number one option. And the Chiefs still play we play the Raiders twice. We still got the Chargers, who can't stop nobody. We got the Green Bay Packers, who are fucking trash. It's like
we was rooting. Hey, Jordan Love, we was all rooting for you. we were all rooting for. What did Tyra Banks say?
I was rooting for you. Yeah, bro. I don't even know what to say in regards.
What's going on, Jose, man? Check out Brother Bricks, man. What's up, JV?
JV, what up, Platt?
I think we're gonna wrap it up, man. Always a pleasure. I don't know if we're gonna have Big E next week or the week after next, but stay tuned. Check us out on the Shot Callers YouTube. If we don't get a lot of traffic there, we'll bring it over to IG towards the end. But man, this is Fantasy Safe Space. Brother Fox, how can the good folks take care of us one last time?
As always, y'all can give us that HBO special. If you don't know what the HBO special is, it's a Help a Brother Out special. So help some brothers out. Hit that like button, subscribe. It truly goes a long way.
We appreciate it. We appreciate y'all, man, on IG. Stay tuned. JV and I should be going live tomorrow, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 9 o'clock Central Canadian Time, CT. Once again, Jose, man, we appreciate you, brother. Happy belated birthday to my guy. Check out Brother Bricks, especially if you're a shoe head. Check out Brother Bricks, man. Take care of everyone. Peace.
Go Chiefs.